Let's take a look at these Arizona Cardinals. David Johnson, the running back, entering year 4. David, everybody wants to know how you're feeling. You're working with Verizon today. We'll get to that in a second. But how's the wrist? How's the knee? How's the mindset? How's everything this offseason?
Everything is great. The wrist is doing really well. It's basically 100%, and I'm all ready to go. Knee, there's no problems. I even forgot about the knee problem. And the mindset, really just trying to get back, man. It's been a long, basically off season throughout the 2017 football season, and man, I can't wait to get back and get back into the sport that I love to play.
Yeah, I was going to bring up the knee, but then I'm looking back. Your last 2 regular season games, you ended up, getting hurt in both of them. Does that make you at all a little bit gun shy to get back out there, or you have to kind of get your mind right to go back out there, and when you know that you're playing, that you're going to be all right?
Oh yeah, no, there doesn't defer my mind at all. I'm ready to go. I never think about injuries. I just know it's part of the game, basically, and that I'm gonna give 100% and make sure that when I do get my time back on the field, that I am 100% and that I'm healed all the way, and to help out the team.
The Cardinals obviously had yours and the team's best interest in mind, but could you have played last year? Do you think you could have maybe gotten out there late November, December?
I don't know. That the wrist is so tricky, especially what happened with the ligament. That it's tough to say, especially since we weren't pushed for me to get back on the field. Unfortunately, with us not making it to playoffs, so no one will know.
Right. Well, we're moving forward now. What do you know about Steve Wilks, your new head coach?
Oh, I know that he's very passionate about the game. I was able to talk to him early on when he got to the facility, and I love talking to him. I love his mindset, and that he's excited to be a head coach for us. And I love what he had to say, especially with finding out that he wants to run the ball as much as he can. So I'm very excited about that.
So Mike McCoy is your new offensive coordinator, and I'm reading where he says that he's welcoming input from everyone who's ever on the offense. You're definitely a part of that, right? So do you have any suggestions you'd like to give Mike McCoy? Maybe you can just break that right here.
My suggestion is, as a running back, run the ball as much as he can, especially since I've been out. Especially since I am a receiver as well, that I'm able to, just open up the playbook. It's been such a long 2017 season that I'm just ready to get back, and whatever he has in mind, hopefully I'm a part of it.
Well, do you mind if you're, catching the football out of the backfield or running it? I'm guessing that either way works for you. You just want to have the football in your hands.
Oh, yeah, either way. And that's why I was so excited about coming to Arizona when I was a rookie, because of the way BA had the offense ran to where the running back did so much of the receiving as well. And, I love to just have the football in my hand. I even played kick return as a rookie. And so that was my biggest mindset, is do as much as I can whenever I'm on the field.
I mean, that's your first coach, Bruce Arians, BA. What will you miss about him?
I think just his character. He's a guy that everyone loves. He never sugarcoats anything. He was always on me, making sure I was doing everything right. Even when everyone, outside of football thought I had a good game, he was the one who was making sure I knew what I messed up on, those mental errors, making sure that I was getting better and improving every day, every play.
So you're a third-round pick coming out of Northern Iowa. By the way, I have a question on that for you in a second here. And you had the breakout year, your second season, and then, of course, last year getting hurt in the first game. But did you have the confidence that, after year 1 as a rookie, that coming into year 2, you were going to be on a whole new level?
Yes, I always have confidence in my ability, my skill set in playing football. And I was actually very excited to get into my second year, just because, the only reason I really got all the playing time my rookie year was because of injuries. And I couldn't wait to fully be the starter and fully be ready to play my second year.
And you're going to be even better in year 4?
I'm going to be even better, smarter, healthy, ready to go, learning so much. I mean, especially since last year I was able to just sit there and observe. I felt like I learned so much of the technique-wise of football and the playbook. I know I'm learning a new one, but just football in general, I feel like I've learned so much from just observing.
Yeah. Okay. I want to go. I want to get into your upbringing in a second here, but before that, you went to Northern Iowa. You play for the Cardinals, and here's my. I think you've gotten Arizona soft here, David, because I'm seeing tweets coming out from you from the Super Bowl talking about how cold it is in Minneapolis. That is not the tweet of a Panther graduate right there. That is the tweet of somebody who spent their entire life in the South. So I'm a little disappointed here. Can you explain yourself?
I think that's what it is, man. I think I got my blood has thinned out being in Arizona. I'm usually there in the off season. I think I gotten so used to and so spoiled to the Arizona weather that I think I was hit a little hard when I came out here in Minnesota, and I'm not the smartest about having a coat, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, I feel you because I felt that Minnesota cold. So you are admitting that you're tough on the football field. That's not going away, but off it you're getting a little softer. That's fair.
No, I'm not getting softer. I think, I'm handling it well. Like I said, I'm walking around outside with no coat, and I'm braving the weather, so I'm never soft.
Oh, that is strong right there. Hey, when you were growing up, I want to ask you about your family a little bit here. Your mom you were a triplet, correct?
Correct.
And you have an older sister who was taking up a lot of time with your mom raising her. And you didn't have a lot growing up, correct? And you somehow made it all the way to college and now to here. What was that upbringing like for you?
Upbringing was tough. I actually have 3 older siblings as well.
Yeah.
One being, like you said, my sister. I have 2 older sisters and an older brother as well. And it was a tough upbringing. Having to really not know exactly what we're going to eat each meal, or just struggling to get by day. And I feel like it actually is what got me to where I am today, because I've learned how to get past adversity, how to get through the tough times, and really appreciate, me being in the league. I never would have dreamed of being where I am today. And I feel like my upbringing is one of the main reasons of why I made it this far.
Who pushed you football wise? Because I'm maybe I'm wrong here, but I'm assuming your dad wasn't around and your mom was working a ton, and
Yes.
had some issues with alcohol as well. So I mean, who was kind of guiding you along the way?
I had a lot of help from coaches and teachers, and other my friends' parents. I think that's who it was. Just a great support system around me, to where the coaches were always on me, letting me know that I had the ability to make it to the NFL as long as I do everything right. And I think that's really where it was pushing me. And then just the love of the game of playing football, and it came so easy to me when I started playing that I wanted to continue to play and follow my dreams.
You were originally, though, kind of a littler guy. They had you at wide receiver, and then you kept growing into the running back spot. Is that right?
Yeah, so I played 3 sports in high school, and I never really had the chance to do football full on, to where in the off season I was able to just lift weights. I ran track, so I lost weight. And going to college, I actually was recruited as an athlete to play receiver. And when I got to college and started actually lifting weights, learning about my nutrition and taking protein the right way, I actually started bulking up pretty fast, to where our rookie freshman year, I bulked up to like 25 pounds in the first half of the season. So they were like, "Man, you're getting a little bigger." And plus, with injuries to running back position, they wanted to move me, and I was, I was definitely glad that happened.
So you were like this little guy in high school going out detasseling in the summer. People don't know what that means. That is
No.
that is not a fun job. You're out in the heat. You're I don't even know exactly what you guys do. But I went to the University of Iowa, so I know that detasseling, you're out there with the corn, and whatever you're doing, it's not easy.
Not at all. It's not easy at all, because you got to wear pants, you got to wear long sleeves out in the corns, and you're picking. Basically, it's a weed that kills corn, and you got to make sure you pick it so it doesn't do that. And we're out there, and obviously they have to water the crops, and so we're getting rashes in between our elbows, rashes behind our knees from all the wetness of the ground. And detasseling was not fun in the summers.
You started that at how
You
old?
guys don't know what that is. What'd you say?
You started that at how old?
I started that in middle school. I started that just a way to get money, summer money.
How many dollars a day was a detasseling gig paying?
I don't remember. I keep trying to remember. I don't think it's as much as it is now. But I just remember in middle school, whatever we did get, it felt like it was $1 million, and we were so excited to get that money. Me and my sisters, and we loved every bit of of detachment because we have friends doing it as well.
So kind of mature beyond your years at that point. Fair to say.
Yeah, for sure.
So hey, you're working with Verizon today. Tell me about what you're doing off the field here.
So I'm partnering with Verizon. They have their new loyalty program called Verizon Up that they're doing, and it's really cool actually. They're having a great gig out here at Super Bowl where they're taking winners of the Verizon Up and they're having a whole VIP experience with them where they get to do all the cool events that they have out here and as well treat them to tickets to the game. And the best part about Verizon, when there's a whole bunch of people, the coverage goes down. But at the Super Bowl, with Verizon Up, they have the ability to have better coverage because they had increased their wireless capacity by 500%. So that way you can send photos, send videos to all your fans and family and friends, so they can all see it.
You watch the NFL on your phone?
Oh, of course, I actually do. I watched it a lot, especially. We went on vacation, and I was able to watch a lot of the games through my app.
That's awesome. Hey, two more before you go real quick. Larry Fitzgerald, you got a message for him? You want him to play another season with you? I'm assuming you do.
Yes, I definitely do. Larry, you got to come back for another season. You're still balling at a high level. You made it to Pro Bowl. I mean, what else do you need? What more reason do you need to come back? And obviously you get to have me as a teammate. We get to continue to play together.
I think all your teammates feel the same way. And what's going on with the quarterback situation? What do you hear?
I don't know, man. I'm learning just as everyone else from the ESPN apps and stuff. I don't know who they're thinking about as far as a quarterback. I just, I'm excited to see what this new team and new coaching staff has for us next year.
All right. Whoever it is, give you the ball, correct?
Yeah.
David Johnson, congrats on your success so far, and hope you do a whole lot more in your career, and thanks for taking time.
Thank you for having me.